Sparkles. Well, what can we expect from the market this week, the week of February 3rd, 2025? A few big things are going on this week. On February 1st, Trump's tariffs took effect. So we had 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico and 10% on China. Trump did say that if Canada does give some pushback on it, he will double those tariffs. So that there is already putting the market into a bit of a tizzy. We knew that kind of going into the weekend when the reports came out said that, hey, Trump was not going to be pushing off those tariffs until March. They were actually going to take effect on February 1st, and the market sold off from there. And then yesterday, when they did take effect, we saw the crypto markets tanking as well. So that leads me to believe that unless something changes drastically today, we are probably going to be seeing a red market on Monday, at least to start. So looking at those tariffs, the market is going to have to kind of figure it all out. They're going to work all the different minutia out of these tariffs and what the effects are going to be on the economy. Seems like a lot of people think that the prices of everything are going to go up, thereby reigniting inflation and bringing that back up as well, thereby causing the Fed to have to keep the rates higher for longer, which the market does not want right now. So a lot of that is going to be going on at least to start the week off. Now, long term, the purpose of this is to bring manufacturing back to the United States and in turn, in the long run, bring prices down. Again, we will see how that ends up playing out if that actually comes to fruition, but that is the intention behind this. But of course, the market is going to be reacting, and we are already seeing it react negatively. Next, we have earnings this week. So to counteract that, we've got earnings. So are earnings going to come out good that are going to move the market back up, or are earnings going to come out in a negative manner and draw the market down even further? And so earnings that we have going on this week, big ones that are going to be starting after close on Monday, we've got Palantir. That's a big play. And that one, there's some people think it's kind of overvalued. And I do think it is a bit lofty and fluffy as a stock right now. So I do think that we could see some pullback on this, but you never know. Let's see how tomorrow is going to go when they show their earnings, because if their earnings can prove that they're worth this valuation, then it could potentially push higher. But I do think there's a lot of future growth already built into the stock price right now. Tuesday before open, we're going to be having PayPal, Spotify, Pfizer all coming out. We've got Pepsi as well. And I did just sell off my Pepsi position. Like the company long term, I think it's great for dividend plays. But seeing as I have SCHD and other positions that are better suited for what I'm looking for in that category, I decided to sell that off and move that money elsewhere. Another one that dividend investors love is EPD. That is also coming out Tuesday before market opens. And then after close on Tuesday are some big ones. We've got Google, AMD, we've got Chipotle, Enphase, Snapchat. So a lot of big ones are going to be coming out Tuesday after close. And then Wednesday before market open, we've got Uber, we've got Disney. T. Rowe Price is another one that a lot of dividend investors love. Toyota's coming out, and Toyota can give us kind of some insight as to what's going on from their perspective when it comes to the automotive market and what their outlook is for the year. That could give us some more insight to Tesla as well. And then after market close on Wednesday, we've got Qualcomm, we've got MicroStrategy, and of course, that's the big one, especially with Bitcoin now crashing down over the weekend. That there is something where what is their plan? Because yes, they have some software that they sell, but realistically, they're just kind of a Bitcoin holder, and that's what their strategy is at the moment. So we will see what they're looking like after close on Wednesday. And then, of course, we also have Ford coming out after close. And that one there, again, just like Toyota, will give us some insight into the automotive market. And then Thursday before market opens, we've got Eli Lilly. That's another one that I sold out earlier. We've got Hershey Company, and we've got Honeywell. And Honeywell is another one that dividend investors love. And then other big ones after market close on Thursday, we've got Amazon coming out. That's the big one. Elf, that one has been taking a beating recently. Let's see if it's going to be turning around. So Amazon to me is the big one, and I'm waiting. I don't know when they're going to do it. May not be for a couple of years, but I am anticipating Amazon eventually going to be putting out dividends. And then on Friday, there are no earnings. Now, however, on Friday, we do have the unemployment report that's going to be coming out. Now, this one here should be taking into account a lot of the layoffs from all the seasonal hires that were going on. So between the tariffs potentially pushing up inflation and then the unemployment, the market is going to want to see a good unemployment report, because if unemployment is looking better and better, even if inflation goes higher, the Fed leaving the rates higher for longer isn't terrible, because they can squash that inflation quickly and then still give them that confidence to bring it down. Plus, it also means that we are going to be avoiding stagflation, because if unemployment shows that it is creeping up and we're anticipating inflation going up, that's not a good thing either, because we're going to be seeing unemployment higher and inflation higher. So less people working, less people having money coming in, having to pay for more expensive goods. That is a really bad situation, and basically just might as well put a recession right on the table again at that point. So This week is going to be kind of pivotal as to see what is going to be happening between how the market reacts to the tariffs, how the countries who are taking these tariffs on are going to be reacting as well, what earnings are looking like, what the forecast from all of these earnings are looking like, are they doing any layoffs as well, and then what is unemployment looking like at the end of the week. So this could be a very volatile week. Just pay attention to what's going on. And again, a lot of this is stuff that long term we will get through this. We've gone through all these difficult times in the past. So this to me for a long-term investor is a great buying opportunity. For swing traders, just be cautious of what you're going to be looking at, when it comes to what's going to be moving the market one way or the other. What trends are we going to be going on? Because again, could be a day trade, could be a longer trade, maybe it's a week, but the volatility in the market will be great for options. But right now we're sitting at a point where the fear and greed index as a 46, that is neutral. I have a feeling tomorrow we are going to go into the fear because 46 is just barely into that neutral range. So I do have a strong feeling that we're going to be pulling down into the fear range tomorrow. And then we'll see how the week is going to be trading. Now, with the tariffs coming out, I don't really see anything in the market, in the macro, that's going to push us up into the greed territory. So I'm leaning towards we're going to bounce into fear. Maybe earnings kind of push us back up into neutral. And then unemployment's going to be that end of the week. Hey, how are we looking here? Are we going to be pulling back down even further into fear? Or is the unemployment good enough to keep us in that neutral range? But I don't think we're going to be pushing up any higher than neutral. I do think from here we're kind of hitting neutral to fear until the market kind of gets a sense as to what is going to be happening with these tariffs and how is it going to be affecting the economy. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. Have a great one.